And welcome to Sandlot Sports. I am Adam Capperson. I'm here with Dorian Cody.
If there was a fight, Dwight Howard will beat AD's ass.
Yes, please. I want to see that. And BJ Thomas.
Why are they fighting so early?
I don't know.
Why? What are we doing? We
I
just
don't
got
know.
here. We just got here, and we're about to go home.
Just
Send us home.
Just
got here.
So I'm going to say this. I was fully prepared today, well, the last weekend, to come on today to talk about how this was a huge weekend for the Big Ten, how this was going to prove Big Ten football has arrived, and it's going to be great. There's got a game on the noon game. It's got the night game. Everything's going to be great. And then Penn State shit the bed like a toddler going through potty training.
Ooh. Yes.
Damn.
Everybody hates me for my SEC talk, yet here we are again.
I was not expecting that ass whooping.
Well, it wasn't an ass whooping. It was just basically they were just inept. They were offensively inept.
Right, but did they have a chance to get to the playoffs? And now they're not. That's ass whooping.
Yeah, but it was funny because I had the Michigan game on, and I was watching the Michigan game, and okay, they pulled it out. And I'm like, why is Penn State? Well, they only have 10 points. Did they still have their shitty quarterback in that they had against Iowa? Nope. Sean Clifford was still in there. They just couldn't do a goddamn thing.
Dang.
And I to this day, it is now Tuesday. We're recording this. From Saturday until today, I still don't know how I feel about the overtime system. I still have no idea how I feel about the sudden death one play overtime that they have now.
I liked your description of football penalty kicks, which, depending on what side of the ocean you're on, is you would sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what penalty kicks are over there, are football kicks.
Yeah. But that's what it was. I mean, it's starting with the third overtime. It was one play, you either score or you don't, and the other team gets a play. You score or you don't, and you go back and forth. And I will tell you, watching it, it's huge tension. I mean, that play is intense.
Well, it's staying then. That's it.
Yeah.
It's written in stone now.
Yeah. And I know why they did it. It's for player safety. I completely understand it. From a fan's perspective, it's intense. Is it really football, though?
I'm not upset about the NFL system, to be honest with you. If you can score a touchdown and end it, good on you. Game over.
Yep. Yeah. It's grown on me.
Yeah, it really is, because it's the essence of football. Yeah. I'm going to score, and to win, you have to stop me.
Right.
That's football.
Yeah, and what that does that college really has never done it in overtime. It's a full team game. It's offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah.
Can your special teams stop them from returning a kick? Can your defense stop them? And can your offense do something?
Yeah.
It's the full team game. Whereas as soon as college started and college overtime starts, it's basically, can you kick a 42-yard field goal or get better?
It seems like the way to end a flag football tournament in college.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, guys, it's getting late. from the two, let's go.
Yeah. And like I said, I get it, because A&M and LSU did 7 overtimes a couple of years ago, and I mean those guys were just gassed. I get it,
but as a Syracuse fan, this land is over here. I don't even know how to do this. That right there. That overtime game against UConn is a memory I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Sitting over there and be like, Dad, not yet. Wake up.
Yeah, didn't they start at like 7 or something and end at 1 o'clock in the morning?
It was a late-ish game for the East. It was like a primetime game. And I think it got done around 1:15, something like that.
Yeah.
Which a college basketball game can happen in the blink of an eye as long as there's no timeouts at the end.
Yeah,
it can happen quickly.
Yeah, it typically lasts about 2 hours.
Right.
You can cram a good college basketball game in about 2 hours of TV time.
Unless it's close and everybody has their timeouts.
Yeah.
Holy crap. It may be the single most annoying experience in sports. Yeah. I don't understand cricket enough to be annoyed, and I don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get annoyed with soccer or baseball. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Those timeouts,
the timeout. Okay, let's want to play. Timeout. Want to play. Timeout. Oh, wait, no timeout. Oh, I'm done.
Somebody would have to provide a stat to prove me wrong, but you can't tell me the last 2 minutes of game hasn't lasted as much as the front end of the second half.
Well,
It's had to have happened. It's had to be close before, where like a team's just trading buckets, no real fouls, moving up and down the court, and then the last 2 minutes when it's close and all the timeouts there, it has to be close on time.
oh, especially like back in the day, back just a few years ago, when John Beeline was at Michigan, like they would go through a first half in like 30 minutes because they wouldn't foul.
Yeah.
And like if it was
Mhm.
Michigan, Wisconsin, they'd play 20 minutes of game time in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, because like there would be like 10 minutes without a timeout, without a dead ball. It would just go back and forth, back and forth. And
Just
that
commercials,
is
yeah.
very, very fluid. Oh yeah, ESPN hated it because they couldn't get the TV money.
It was like, is there injury
Aw.
timeout? No, he's not injured.
No, he'll walk it off.
Yeah, he walked it off.
But getting back to football, I mean, yes, Penn State shit the bed. Oklahoma almost did as well.
Oh,
Yeah, when you messaged me, what's going on with Oklahoma? I was like, well, oh no. I was like, jeez, my
Dude.
chaos, that would have been the chaos I needed right there.
Yes.
That would have
when
been
I saw that
oh.
message, I was in my garage. I'm like, what's going on with Oklahoma? I said, oh shit, those teams are losing. And I said, oh.
I was like, but then as soon as you said that, I'm like 10-0. That's not enough for a top
No.
5, 10 team.
No.
Not enough. 17, 20-0.
Yeah,
You're
when
like, ooh. But
Yeah, when it was
I don't-
17-7 in the third quarter, it was like,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
no, you guys are in trouble now.
yeah. I don't know.
Did you see that Caleb Williams had "fuck Texas" fingernail painted on his nails?
Oh,
with
nice.
the horn logo upside down.
Wow.
I love it how it's like 2 weeks later and he's still like, yeah, I whipped your ass. Fuck you, Texas.
Yeah. Well, and if he was an Oklahoma like superhero beforehand, he is now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is perform, and that whole state will love him for many years to come.
Absolutely.
Perform and as in whip the ball from your teammate and run 10 yards.
And I hate that I said that because that's the same argument that Jason Kelsey had for who was he talking to? Just
Ben
play
Simmons.
better. Ben Simmons. It's Philadelphia. They barely like you when you're playing good.
Yeah.
Like all you got to do is fumble, and they're going to be like talking about your wife and shit. It's not. It doesn't take much.
No.
Exactly.
No. So I just don't like that argument. Play better. He's going through something. He's obviously not performing at where he wants to be, and he's having some issues. He's played so many games though. This mental health thing he's doing right now, I just don't know about. I feel like it's one more tactic to keep him out of camp until the games, or keep him out of
I
practice.
mean, I hate to be that guy because I am a big proponent of get the help you need for mental health issues. Absolutely. I hate to be the guy, but I'm gonna say it. I don't buy it.
There's too many games that have been played.
Yeah.
There's too many games. I was just like, it felt wrong to me. I could be totally wrong, and if I am, I would absolutely apologize. I would.
Yeah.
But damn, it feels weird.
It feels weird that you're bringing it up now.
Yeah. Why did we say, look, man, I just need some time away from the team. We can talk about this in a few days.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, and like you said, like the timing is so wrong. First, he was like, "Nah, fuck y'all, I'm not playing with you guys." And all of a sudden, oh yeah, well, now I'm having mental health issues, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to put the team.
And I would say he probably is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what started all of this.
Shit, his jumper's got mental health issues. I don't know about him.
Oh yeah,
that jump shot's got mental health issues.
Exactly.
It's got wrist issues and elbow issues, shoulder issues, and hip position. I mean, he basically looks like a churro when he's taking a jump shot.
Dude, Dwight Howard
serious.
is taking more jump shots than Ben Simmons.
Dwight's a better shooter than Ben.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
why are you laughing? That's a straight face statement. He's a better shooter than Ben Simmons. Put him at the 3-point. Put him at the 3-point line. See what happens.
Hell, you know what? He's a better free throw shooter than Ben Simmons.
Oh
yeah.
Lord. Oh boy. Oh.
Damn.
You know, I really harped on people playing shooting free throws, right? Like I said, I've said in the podcast before, I've never played in any organized basketball until I got to like recreation leagues and stuff. So get to this recreation league, I get fouled, I go to the line. All of a sudden your brain's like, dude, you just go full stupid. It's like, I've never done this before. I've never taken a standing still shot in a basketball game before. What the hell do I do? So the only reason I think I may be a decent free throw shooter in rec leagues is because I hit the first one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
If I hadn't hit the first one, it might have been a different story.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like when I shoot free throws, I shoot it as a standing jump shot
Oh,
because it's the only one. Like my muscle memory is the only way I can do it.
I can understand that. The only thing you gotta do is be careful about your foot crossing the line. But I'm pretty sure you can do it though.
Yeah.
As long as you
No.
don't go past the free throw line.
No one's ever called me out on it, so.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
the true? Is that true, Dorian? Or
Well, I know, like for me, for instance, when I play organized, whatever, and my free throw shooting, I always focused on like the back of the rim. They said focus on the back of the rim when you shoot. Because 9 times out of 10, your brain is going to tell yourself, I need to hit that back of the rim, and you'll usually make it. So that's what I tried to do. I mean, it all depends on the person. Now, I knew someone I played basketball with. What he told me how he was able to hit free throws was he thought about the rim being as big as the ocean or something, right? And he said that he saw it as him throwing pennies in the ocean.
my brain does not possess those tricks. No, that's a rim. This is a basketball, and I got to figure out how to get it in there.
Exactly.
So I just looked it up, and I quickly looked on Google. I'm not doing any super searching and digging or anything. It's what I thought it was. You can jump, but you can't land on or come or cross the free throw.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're good.
Yep.
I don't know why more people don't. It's a much more natural shot.
See?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's natural for us. Somebody that's 6'7" or 6'8", maybe that's probably not a problem. But 6'11", 7 foot, that little tiny ball in those hands, that's a tricky shot.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I know we'll get back to football in a second. So, but like Horace Grant, he would probably be great at it because he normally shoots a jump shot from that range. But a guy like Dwight Howard, he's not normally shooting jump shots from that range. But it's not natural for him, just anyways.
it would be interesting if we could set it up proportionally to where our hand equaled like Dwight Howard's hand shooting a free throw with a rim and everything. So it's all like the ratios right, and see how we do. It'd really be interesting because I've shot with a smaller ball on the basketball rim, and I'll tell you, it feels weird as heck in your hand. It doesn't feel right. You got to play with it a little bit.
But let me ask you, does it feel weird because it's not your the normal size of the ball itself?
No, it feels like that ball's too small, and I don't have control over it like I want to.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Because your hands spread out in a jump shot for a guy my size with my size hands. Your hands spread out pretty good. When you put a volleyball in there or something, it's not the pinkies and thumbs start to come around, and it's just a different situation. You know, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like shooting versus tossing, right? So like Shaq, I remember watching a video, and I remember they were telling him to, if you shoot it, you put too much force. Think of it as you're tossing the ball. So that's why he make that hesitant notion, and then he he's trying to toss it instead of shoot it. When he would shoot it, he would like hit brick and it goes everywhere. But when he was tossing it, that's what he was making, because he's so big and his hands are so big. Like you said, BJ, it's like him holding a volleyball, him trying to shoot a volleyball.
So I'm going to get back to football before.
I was about to say, do we pick so shitty that we are not allowed to talk about our college?
No, we're allowed to talk about it. But before
I was wondering.
Before we talk about our picks, I want to play a little game first.
Oh, here we go.
Because we got to have
Is this your unidentified stat thing where we pick the X and the Y and then the thing?
No. That comes later. Okay.
I know you like those things.
Yeah. So I don't know why. Okay, my wife's computer apparently was hacked. Anyways, so I kind of went through some, the conferences. I'm not telling you who they are. Trying to figure out who the best conference is.
This is exactly what I said it is. It's some kind of unnamed stat where it's either X or it's Y. I just told you this. It's exactly what I said.
So, but based on this, who's the best conference? You got a conference that's you got two conferences that actually have over 500 records against Power 5 teams. One actually has more wins because they've played more games against Power 5. But you have another conference that actually has a better record against just FBS just in general. I'll tell you right now, I did all 10 conferences. So
all this is a dad asking a question that he already knows the answer to.
Okay.
That's all he's doing.
Okay.
No, you're just trying to prove a point that some shitty conference that has better numbers should have a better position in the playoffs than they are going to have.
Okay. What
This-
conference do you think? What conference do you think I'm trying to identify?
I mean, I'm looking at conference I.
I don't think you're doing Homer stuff. I don't think this is a Michigan thing. It might be a Cincinnati thing though.
Okay.
Who are they? What, the AAC?
Yeah, they're the American.
Yeah.
American. If I could, well, are we guessing which conference is which?
I'm
You can
thinking
guess what you want.
Cincinnati, the AAC is Conference C. No?
Yeah, and by the way, this was all based on BJ's bullshit last week. It's like, well, it's all about who you play in the non-conference because when you're in the conference, you beat up on each other.
It's true. When you play in the SEC, you're going to get your ass kicked at some point, either physically or lose a game. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't shit the bed like Penn State did.
Oh, shit the
And-
bed. Illinois?
Against the Michigan transfer Brandon Peters of all teams.
Oh, they just got the business all the way around. I like it.
I'm curious to know what conference I is. I want, if I could, conference I.
So just for the people who aren't on YouTube and they'll just listen to this, Conference I is 24-7 against the FBS non-conference, 6-5 against the Power 5, 1-2 against the top 25, and they haven't played a game against a team in the top 10 yet.
That's the AAC.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's the AAC because they haven't played. You said non-conference record versus top 10.
I'm trying to think of how many conference games Cincinnati had, because that would be record versus top 10.
This is all non-conference stats.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at that. I should probably look all the way over to the side of the screen.
Reading is fundamental.
No, it's not. You just can infer shit. It's fine.
So, Dwayne, you going with Conference I as the best conference?
Is the conference I, conference D. From a percentage standpoint, look at, okay, you're like 50. I mean, you're at 500 when it comes. Well, you're like 1-2, so you won one and you lost one. No, you 1-2. Wait, damn, my math is wrong. Long day.
It's late.
Yeah. So it's, for me, it's either conference I or conference D. Conference D against FBS, 25 wins, 11 losses. Against Power 5 is 8 wins, 6 losses. Against top 25, they're 1-6, and then against top 10, they're 0-3.
They are no good against ranked teams.
Right.
As a whole.
As a whole, right.
There's 3 wins, 4 or 5 wins against ranked teams. I'm just looking at the top 25 because that includes all the ranked teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not very good.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Conference I.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll just do this for all of us.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Conference
Drum roll.
I is the SEC.
Ah.
Conference D is the Big Ten. So, and then all the other
shit.
conferences are just shitty.
So you're just proving my point.
Exactly.
Thank you for all that legwork, Adam. I appreciate that. Because like then I don't have to be like, no, they're great because of this. I can be like, just watch the podcast. There's numbers and shit.
It's
Now
mathematically
BJ's like,
proven.
yeah.
It's mathematically
prove my
proven.
point.
But yeah, what I noticed doing this exercise, and again, this was all just kind of BJ's bullshit, is that the
Wait. It is no longer bullshit. It's the truth.
But I mean, just how bad the ACC is.
Excuse me.
Mm.
You have to not. Instead of saying BJ's bullshit, you just have to say the fact that.
But like, so the ACC, I mean, has played is 21 and 20 and 11 against just teams in FBS, and that includes teams from like the Sun Belt, includes teams from the MAC. Against Power 5 schools, they're 5-9. Like when they go out of conference against a decent team, they're going to lose.
And let's see.
And the Pac-12 is even worse. The Pac-12 against Power 5 is 3-7.
So are you telling me that Alabama, why is Alabama, the SEC, non-conference versus top 10? They haven't played anybody in the top 10?
Nope.
That's poor.
Yeah.
And and that's the thing. So the way the ranking, the way ESPN does their kind of their stat is where you played them, what they were ranked when you played them. So like UCLA would get credit for being a highly ranked LSU team because they were highly ranked at the time.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, this is pulling out what they're ranked now, like who they actually are instead of what they were when you beat them. And so yeah, the SEC, they've played 3 games against the top 25 in non-conference. 3.
I'm telling you, they got to play each other. That shit's tough. Who saw Ole Miss coming like a lightning bolt? Who saw Arkansas playing as tough as they do? They are falling off. But boy, the early season, Arkansas and I in the early season were a good thing.
Yeah, okay. That Arkansas is a great example. Arkansas got credit for beating Texas. Where's Texas now?
Chuck has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and that's my point is you'll see you have this happen pretty much every year. It's normally Mississippi State. Like they'll beat a highly ranked team that at the end of the season they'll be like 6-6. But they get credit for beating a highly ranked team.
Yeah.
But okay, we whiffed on the rankings. You shouldn't get credit for that.
Preseason rankings, they shouldn't even do anything till like third week.
That's what I like.
Third or fourth week.
I like what they do for the football for the playoff rankings.
Yeah. What week is it? 7?
It's next
6?
week.
It's next week.
Week
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
so you get a feel for just how good the team is.
Right. Instead of having to try to jump to a conclusion and then they get their butt whipped by somebody next week.
Yeah, you get to jump to conclusion, Matt.
Yeah. What movie is that from?
Office Space.
Oh my God. I'm mad that I asked that. I apologize to everybody for asking that. Jeez.
So, but now that we have the little spreadsheet up, we will do our not so horrible as our NFL picks. Our college picks.
That's right. Not so horrible.
Yeah, not so bad. So I've got 20 wins. BJ and Dorian have 17 wins.
That's bullshit.
Basically, you're saying
no way he's
continue to
29. He's deleting stuff. I have to watch. I'm going to have to rewatch the podcast. Try to figure out if he's lying or not.
Hey, go for it. Go for it. So one of the games we're going to pick this week, BJ's already picked. It's the Florida Georgia game. BJ's already
picked
said
that weeks ago.
Yes, you did.
Dang it, that was a mistake.
I'm going to give you a chance right now to change your mind.
No,
Okay.
I told you. I've said twice on this podcast I'm not flipping picks.
Okay.
I'm not Steve Smith. Oh shit! Please don't hear that.
That was
Steve
BJ
Smith.
Thomas.
No, it wasn't ever.
I believe if AR-15 starts, I think that the game will be closer than expected. But Georgia's
You really
going to
think he can do anything against that Georgia defense?
These are severe rivalry games. These are like top level hatred. The fan base hates each other. I mean, they get along for most of the year, but these couple days around this game, I don't think they really like each other.
Yeah. So, and you know, with rivalry games, it's like weird shit always happens. Like something
weird shit.
always
weird
happens.
shit. So
yeah, but I picked Georgia to win, but I don't think that they'll cover.
You don't think they're going to cover the 14-point spread?
No, I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be closer. I think maybe 10, if anything, but I think it's going to be close to what people think.
How confident are you in your pick?
Of beating the spread?
Yeah.
I am $10 confident that Georgia's going to beat that spread.
I was talking to Dorian.
Oh, Dorian.
No. I'm not a betting man. I'm not confident at all.
No, you like to ruin people's lives with Dorian Thomas, but you can't bet $10 on a football game. Ain't that some horse shit? Yeah, exactly. Soft. Next.
Next is the pooping toddler versus Ohio State. Ohio State's an 18.5-point favorite over Penn State. Keep in mind, James Franklin did a press conference today where he mistook Illinois for Ohio State at least 3 times, called the Horseshoe in Columbus the Big House, which is in Ann Arbor.
Dang.
So you know his head's really into this game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had to pull their head out of their ass. He just got out of his ass. So, I mean, it's going to take a minute to catch up.
BJ, who you picking?
I really want Penn State to beat Ohio State for more chaos.
Well, that
More
makes 2
chaos.
of us, but just
More
for different
chaos.
reasons.
I'm just not sure it's going to happen. If you're saying James Franklin's deflated, I don't think the players are going to be in top shape.
I don't think he's deflated.
Mentally.
I think he's distracted. I think he's trying to negotiate his contract for Baton Rouge.
He doesn't deserve that, does he?
No, does it matter?
No, I mean, Lane
Does
Kiffin's still
Sarkisian deserve a
coaching.
head coaching job in Texas? Does
Well, I
Lane
mean,
Kiffin deserve a head coaching job in
It
Mississippi?
depends on if the sororities are cool with him being around. Not my fault. He did it.
Hey, we're just spitting truth here.
Yeah. Yeah. So what? I mean, can those police cover up a couple DUIs a year? Sure.
Hey, they do it in Waco for Baylor, so why not?
And they do
I mean,
it everywhere, man.
I'm about to say it'd be easier to list the places that they don't.
Right.
Shit, Baylor does the Liberty way where they blame the rape victims for being raped.
Exactly.
You said rape
Right.
twice in one show.
I
Watch it.
know. Hey,
Watch
did y'all you see that story that came out a couple of days ago?
What?
Where
What happened now?
The Liberty University, Jerry Falwell's university.
Oh,
If a woman reports that she was raped, she is suspended out of school because she's the one that had sex with the male.
Oh my God! Did they kick her in the vagina on the way out?
I don't know.
Like, here, I'm gonna hoof you in the front, but have a
how
good day.
backwards can you be? Oh man.
They had great Christian school up there.
I feel like there should be a law where, like, if some of these people mention Jesus, they should be punched in the face immediately because they can't grasp any of his teachings or anything he actually did. It's just some like this mythical Republican AR toting Jesus. It's so crazy.
Well,
Like,
here's the thing.
like Jesus got a crew cut and no beard now. Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, Liberty's not the only school that does this. I mean, there have been reports that BYU does crap like that, that Baylor would do stuff like that.
Look,
Well,
I know we have a listener in Utah, so I don't want to get the mafia after me.
the Mormon Mafia.
Look, I don't know how these women can raise their sons in an institution that basically sanctions rape.
Yeah.
Like, because if you don't do anything about it, you're complicit.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, if a girl comes up to me and says, I've just been raped, I feel like compelled to do something for that person, and I don't even know them, right? Administrators, people in the church, and they won't do anything about it. People you've been around your whole life for years in the case of administrators or teachers. Like, oh my God.
I saw a documentary and they were talking about, the Mormons and stuff like that. And someone who left the faith said that if a husband forces himself onto his wife, they don't consider it rape. It was like, you're his property. Like, if you don't give it to him, he should take it. Like, they encourage the husbands to, like, hey, if your wife doesn't give unto you, you take from her.
That's the Donald Trump method.
That's crazy.
And I'm not trying to make a Republican joke. Like, there was stories that he would rape his wife, and he went like, no, he's not. She's my wife.
Speaking of sexual predators, who's going to win this game?
That's called a segue.
With a hammer, though.
Well, you got Penn State and you got Ohio State.
If you don't stop it, you're complicit. That's why we make these jokes. Penn State is going to be.
Hey, Ohio State knew about it too. They have somebody in Congress that knew about it and kept it going.
Oh, but he's a politician. He's a good man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, man. I can't I can't go after. I can't say shit about the Mormons and like conservative Republicans at the same podcast. Like I kind of enjoy doing the podcast. I'd like to do a couple more before they assassinate me by choking me with magic underwear. Anyways, I'm gonna go Ohio State.
Underwear gnomes. You're
I'm
going
gonna
with
go on
Ohio
Ohio State based on their geographical knowledge and athletic ability.
Yes, we'll go with that.
They know the names of things and where people are, and they actually know they're playing Penn State this week. So I'm going to go Ohio State to cover.
Okay.
Oh.
Dorian.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Ohio State too.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Like every time the past 5 or 6 years, whenever Ohio State has played Penn State, it's been close. I mean, back I think it was 2016. Penn State won.
We just talked about rivalry games. We just mentioned this.
Yeah.
There's something about them.
I don't see this game being close, just because I don't see Franklin like even paying attention. I'm going with Ohio State. So the next game on our list is Mississippi and Auburn. Auburn's a 2.5-point favorite.
Damn, that's gonna be a good game.
I can't believe they have the way that Ole Miss has been playing Auburn's favorite.
Mm-hmm. It's in Jordan Hare. If that's got anything to do
with it. No, it's because of Bo Nix. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, Bo Nix and Jordan Hare.
That's it. Game over. I think Lane Kiffin's little party is going to continue.
You taking Mississippi?
I think they might be headed to the 4th spot.
Okay.
What if they beat it? Oh man, they can't. Oh, they can't even play Alabama, can they?
They've already played them and got their ass kicked.
Yeah, but they can't play in the SEC championship. They're both in the West.
No, they need Alabama to lose again,
right,
for them to get into the SEC championship.
Oh boy, Georgia, you got Ole Miss needs some heavy lifting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go with Auburn. I think it's going to be close, but I think Auburn probably win by like a field goal or something.
Yeah, I'm going with Auburn. BJ said it best. It's Bo Nix. It's Bo Nix at home. Bo Nix on the road is horrible, but Bo Nix at home is just magic.
Gotta love Bo Nix, baby.
It's something weird. Like I don't know if it's like he gets the extra special collard greens when he's at home or what it is.
Yeah, Bo knows.
Yeah,
at home.
So we're going to do the game that I don't want to pick, but we kind of have to.
Uh-oh.
Michigan versus Michigan State.
Ooh.
BJ?
Rivalry games. Oh, man. You should be nervous. Too many things. It's just weird. Like, I love watching rivalry games, even games that don't have anybody, no dog in the fight. It's I'm going to say Michigan. I feel like this is Michigan's year to stay undefeated here, power through, and get to Ohio State.
Dorian?
I have a feeling that Michigan State is going to make this game ugly.
It's a 4.5-point game spread with Michigan being favored.
Yeah, I'll say this. I want Michigan to win, but I got a feeling Michigan State's gonna pull it out.
You going with Sparty?
Yeah, because they're feisty, man, and it's gonna be a good game. But I'm going with Sparty.
This is the most meaningful game between the two of them in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and BJ actually made my point for me. I'm going with Sparty. It's a rivalry game.
Bullshit. You're doing it to prevent the juju. That's all you're doing. Bullshit.
No, dude.
Anybody that's listening, don't believe a fucking thing he's about to say. It's all about preventing the bad juju by picking Michigan. That's all it is.
Dude, this game's in Spartan Stadium. Okay, Jim Harbaugh has never beaten a top 10 team on the road.
Let's get
The
to
two
garbage.
times he's beaten a top 10 team was when Jordan Lewis made a phenomenal interception against Wisconsin, and Richard Sherman was lined up at wide receiver for Harbaugh back in Sanford.
Mm.
So, and like I said, it's in Spartan Stadium where Desmond was tripped back in 1990. Any Michigan fan will tell you that.
Allegedly.
Spartan, no allegedly, but look up the damn replay.
Footage is grainy. All I can see, I can only see in HD now.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, you
been
saw
years.
that you saw that crappy defensive PI call last week.
That was interesting.
I think it was 2000 where Spartan Bob put a second back on the clock because he could to let Michigan State score. So,
Oh, I think I remember that game.
yeah,
Crazy.
All you had to do is survive. All you had to do is survive a second. I mean, geez.
so
What?
and
See, he's heard about that game. There was no comment, no nothing. That just fell flat. I love
Yeah.
jokes that just like hit like a sack of potatoes.
but Michigan State's always a weird game, and that's why I'm going with Sparty because it's in Spartan Stadium where weird shit happens. Even though Michigan State has not played a team with a winning record all season.
Adam said all that to say this: no juju, no bad juju.
I don't blame you.
What's Doradama say?
No, I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to you, man.
The only football game, there's like 2 football games he's got this year, and you're about to ruin one of them.
Man, I want to do that to you, AK.
Since we're about to switch gears, I know we're probably about to take a break, but holy moly, those Lions play really hard and they get nothing out of it. It's tough to watch. It's really tough to watch. I feel bad for them.
Yeah,
It's not like some of these other losing teams that have been around where they're just all garbage. Nobody cares anymore. They're trying. They are playing football, and it's just not panning out for them.
yeah. We were at SeaWorld all day, and we'll take a break and get to the NFL in a second. But we were at SeaWorld on Sunday, and my phone was blowing up, and people were talking about Dan Campbell. Like, I would run through a wall for that man. He is the greatest coach ever. I'm like, did they win? What the hell happened? Oh wait, they're down by a point.
Look, just because Tony Robbins can give you some tingles when he starts to motivate you doesn't mean he's a good football coach. So I think Dan Campbell might be like the Tony Robbins of football coaches.
All right, I'm going to ask this question.
He will get you to run. He will get you to run through a minivan, but he probably won't win a football game for you.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask this question real quick. So these outcomes of the Lions losing, how much of the blame can you put on Jared Goff? Because some of the games, because last game there were certain throws that he could have made and he did.
It seems like as much as he can take.
Yeah,
they're just dumping on that kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna put probably 60% of the blame on him. I mean, he's top 10 in passing yards this year. I think he's also top 10 in interceptions.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Get that Jameis thing going.
I like it.
So, but on that note, we'll get to the Lions here in the NFL segment, but we'll take a quick break.